Hey guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here. It is 2:45 in the morning. I am wrapping up my night. No weather to report as of yet. It's about 3 a.m. and I have not seen a single snowflake. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means it's too warm or if it's just delayed, but that's good news for us. So, snow panic aside, let's kind of wrap up my night. It is my wrap-up video for Friday, December 8th. I am officially done. $200 or thereabouts. Just a good night all in all. It's a pretty interesting mix, about $55 with Lyft. I had a couple good fares in there, and $150 or $140 something, whatever, $140 something, $146 or something like that with Uber. So, not a great night for Uber all in all. And I'll be honest with you, I'm okay with that because I wasn't chasing a Quest goal tonight. Knowing I'm not going to be in DC on Saturday, and probably I'm not going to be in DC on Sunday, it's okay because I don't have a Quest. I'm not chasing number of trips. It was really just about rides. And I was able to be a little bit more strategic in the sense that I didn't just take every ride that came my way. I was trying to get myself back to where the surge was, especially late at night when the bar was closing. I didn't really want to get myself drawn way out into the middle of nowhere. So I was, kind of redirecting back to U Street, by about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And, and that was fine. I just didn't want to keep getting these little $3 trips. I will say that I kind of discovered a little hidden gem. And this hidden gem does come with a cost. I didn't want to get stuck in rush hour. I actually was in Crystal City and I got a ride up to Southeast. And while I was there, I kept getting rides in that area. So I am, it's a sketchy kind of crap neighborhood. It's definitely not a great part of town. I would say it's probably the roughest quadrant in DC. But I'll be honest, guys, there were a lot of rides, and I think I know why. Probably not a lot of Uber drivers want to do rides in and around Northeast and Southeast. I was near Pennsylvania Ave, and I was kind of all over that, that sketchier side of town, and I think that's really what it boils down to. I just think there weren't a lot of Uber drivers around, and I think that's why I was getting back-to-back rides. But they were all nice people. Nobody was mean. Nobody was nasty. They were all polite. A couple good conversations came out of it. But, they're just normal people that needed rides. It was just a good bunch. Got some cash tips out of it too. They were just good people. So I'm pretty pleased with Northeast and Southeast as maybe like a little hunting ground. You got to be a little bit on the brave side because you're definitely heading into a sketchy part of town. But, you guys know me. I've driven in the shitty parts of Baltimore. Now I'm driving in the shitty parts of DC. Like, I don't care. I'll go into any neighborhood. I really will. It just doesn't bother me. And if you're nice to people, they know you're there to give them a ride. They're not looking to cause trouble. If you don't, give people grief, they basically just leave you alone. They want rides too. They want, they need you for a ride. So it's not like they're there to bother you. So just a good night, guys. Ken and I were able to connect. We've been kind of trying to meet up and have lunch, and we were able to finally meet up and have lunch tonight, or this afternoon, which was great. And, we were looking for this diner that apparently existed ages ago, and it didn't happen. So we ended up just finding like a chain place. But, we'll definitely try and do that again. I talked with Alex. He was texting me earlier, kind of telling me about his troubles. A rider reported him and basically, just kind of lied and said something nasty. And they turned him off temporarily for I think it was 48 hours while he was under investigation, which turned out to be nothing, of course, but it killed him because he missed a quest. So it's just funny how that stuff happens, guys. And I'm not a fan of Uber's error on the side of caution approach when it comes to basically hearsay. But it's another testament that we all need to get dash cams. And I mean rear-facing dash cams, not forward-facing. Because at the end of the day, that's really the bottom line, is that if we had video, even if it's video without audio, of a ride where a specific rider accuses us of doing something or saying something, and we can just email Uber a video file that shows the exact opposite, imagine how quickly he would have gotten back online, and imagine how quickly a lot of us would have had problems resolved. So, knock on wood, I haven't had to do that yet. I really do need to set my camera back up, or go to like AutoZone or Pep Boys and just buy an off-the-shelf one. The problem is finding one that's rear-facing. I can find forward-facing dash cams, and maybe I can repurpose one, but finding one that does both is tricky and/or a lot of money. So, that's something that I keep putting on my list of things to do, and it just keeps getting slid back down the list. But I think after talking with Alex tonight, it's definitely kind of rekindled my thinking on that. So, but that's kind of how my night went. I would say it was a great night. I feel like it was productive. I set out to get $200 and I got $200. So at the end of the day, that was my goal for myself. Am I losing? In the long run, I'm losing because I don't have a quest. And this weekend's quest was $200, which, it was $190 last week. They rounded it up to $200 this week for the same 65 trips. And I know I'm losing that, and I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm crying myself to sleep, because A, quest is bonus money. It's not money that I've done anything for yet. But B, sometimes that stuff just happens. It just comes up and something happens, and that's the way life goes. Tonight was a good night, though, so I really feel like I'm leaving the night on a great note. I picked up a couple, actually two couples. They were like a double date earlier in the evening. I think it was around like 10 or 11. And up here in Silver Spring, and I took them down to Barmini down in the city. And really, really just two funny guys and their wives who were actually fairly quiet. And they were great. I mean, the guys were funny. The one guy, Jorge, was hilarious. He was just really, really funny guy. And I'm on U Street, whatever it was, 30 minutes ago, and my first, at 1.8 surge, my first rider cancels on me. My second rider cancels on me. My third rider, the name is Jorge. Now, I don't think anything of it. I go to pick him up, and who is it? It's literally the same two couples getting back in my car, which to me is awesome, because that doesn't happen all that often. And now Jorge and his buddy are sloshed, but like funny drunk sloshed. And oh my God, the stories they're telling, the conversation was just great. The whole ride back to their apartment building. So, to me, that's one of those stories or feel-good kind of things about my job that I just love. It was just dumb fate. They were excited to see me. I was excited to see them. It was kind of like, it was kind of like a moment. And then we had a great conversation, the three of us guys in the car on the way back, because they were toasted. And it was just funny. So sometimes you have those good nights where you just have really great, engaging conversations with people. I've had a lot of good ones lately. And, that's that feel-good part of our job that I really enjoy. Am I missing the $200 quest? Yeah, but it's $200. I'll make it up. I will. So my plan for tomorrow, weather notwithstanding, is to drive local. I'm definitely going to need to get some sleep because it's late and I'm still, almost an hour away from home. But if it's nasty weather, I will probably not drive. I will probably just run to Home Depot and get some salt or sand and just stay local, because my wife still has dance stuff to deal with, my daughter tomorrow. And maybe I'll even drive them, because my wife is not a stellar driver behind the wheel. So we'll see how that goes. And then, excuse me. And then Sunday I will be back on the road. Sunday's going to be a regular day. I will probably drive local again, considering I'm not chasing a quest. And see what I can accomplish in that span of time. So that's kind of how it goes, guys. It was a really good night. I don't have any like week to date numbers. I wish I did. I want to say I'm somewhere around $800, but I'm just guessing on that number. I honestly am. I don't really know. I didn't look at all today at what the week to date number was. So I just don't know. But I was somewhere around 550-ish. So if anything, I'm probably somewhere around like 750. That's me just kind of guessing. So, we'll see. But everybody have a great night. Get some rest. If you're going to be on the road tomorrow, please be safe. That's the only thing I can ask, is that you guys be safe if you're getting out there. Drive a little bit slower than you normally do, and definitely be aware of the cars around you. We're professional drivers, but the crazy knucklehead DC, Maryland, Virginia drivers that we are constantly around, most of those people are not good drivers. So if anything, just give them some extra space, because if one of them spins out or does something stupid in the snow, you want to have enough room that you can avoid them. That you don't get caught up in their mistake. And other than that, guys, just be safe out there. And I will see you guys on the road tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. So everybody have a great night, get some rest, and later.